Hey there folks, Bo with a Vulture here, and it's Let's Play Aerobiz Supersonic-Scenario 2 for the Mega Drive or the Genesis, or I guess, no, it's not on Sega CD, they never made a Sega CD version. They did make a PlayStation version of this game, although I believe it was only released in Japan, so that would be a lot of hard a lot of hard translation work that would have to go into that to figure out a way to play it in a means that I can understand, because I'm afraid I don't understand Japanese. I mean the language, not necessarily people from Japan. They seem cool enough. But yes. This is the end of 1978. Here comes 1979. The Concorde is no longer in production. A moment of silence, folks. Okay. Oh, and the Tu-144, also no longer in production. Moment of silence, folks. Okay. Oh. Sorry. I don't know why I find it so much fun to diss the Tu-144. Another bit of trivia on it, and actually many Soviet-made planes from earlier years. I think most of them have done it now. But many old Soviet airliners did not have reverse thrust, or the reverse option on the engines, reverse thrust option. Most of the time, when you're in an airplane and you go in and you land, you'll feel it when you're on an airliner. As soon as you hit the ground, all of a sudden, there's sort of this, first you feel when you hit the ground, and then it sounds like the engines are racing really fast, and you sort of get pushed forward. That's the jet engines basically reverse direction, if I'm knowing how this exactly works right. But they reverse their thrust backwards, so the engine are basically pushing away to try and slow the plane down. What a lot of old Soviet airliners did, which is the same technology that they used in bombers and other large aircraft at the time, was basically drag parachutes. If you ever watch a drag race, you'll see at the end of the drag race run, they'll have these little parachutes that come out of the back of the car to slow them down before they run out of track. That's basically what happens. But yeah, fun, interesting stuff. Let's go to North America. Oh, we can't make that route yet anyway, so we're not going to try. What we are going to do is we're going to open some routes. Some new routes. We're going to open at least a new route. We're going to open a new route to Rio. We're going to use a DC-10. We're going to put one flight on it. That's going to be the average fare. Let's try opening it. Let's see what happens. Let's remain optimistic. We might fill up this plane, and if we do, it's a pretty long route, so we should get some money out of it. I just don't think we're going to be able to fill up the plane. We don't have enough money to open the other route. We barely have enough money to buy even a cheap plane. So we're not gonna. We'll see how that route does, and if that particular flight does well enough. Actually, why don't I just, so that I have the option, let's send you down here, Junior, just so that I can have. How many slots do you want? Let's get 13. We'll never need 14 slots, but I feel like having too many. I do. And that's all we got the money to do this quarter. Now we can go ahead and have a look around at some of our other regions. Let's see how Southeast Asia is doing. Oh geez, the route to Beijing is still losing money. Planes are slightly fuller. Okay. Clearly I don't need two planes on this route. Let's change that flight as shown. Well, we're still making good money off of that. We're making decent money off of the Tokyo to Bangkok route, because a night there makes a hard man humble, as you well know. These planes are not full, but that's okay. Hang on a second. What business properties, if any, do I have in Tokyo? I don't have any in Tokyo. That's actually bad. I really need to get some property in Tokyo. I wonder if I will have enough money to buy even the art museum, the cheapest property that's here in Tokyo, with only $38 million. Nope. Yeah, no way. The theme park. Whee! Nope, I don't have enough. I'm gonna need to buy some of that stuff. That will probably really help out in this region. Or I can always dream that it will. I can dream about you. Alright. So, let me look at my plane holdings right now, actually. Because I've got an extra DC-10. Yeah, okay, I have an extra 727 now, an extra 737. And two A300s that I was planning on using on a route to, actually, out of curiosity, what kind of planes... Well, no, I know about how many routes they have. Whoa, wait a minute, which... They have a flight from Paris to New York that's only 6% full? They have an interregional flight from Europe to North America that's only 6% full. What are they doing wrong? I guess they have... Actually... Let me not get too angry about that. Blessedly, thankfully, they don't have a lot of flights going into North America right now. They don't have any flights in North America right now. If they did, I would pretty much be out of luck. They have an A300 on order. They have a lot of 727s and DC-8s and DC-9s. Look at the DC-9 there. Okay, look at the DC-9. Range of 1,500 miles, 120 seats, 82... No, they don't have any. 82 fuel economy points, 1,500 and 120. Now, look at this. This range is the same, the economy is poorer, and the seating capacity is poorer. Not only is it worse than the 727 in all measurable capacities, but it's also worse than the DC-9. It's worse than its competition, and it's worse than other products in the company's own portfolio, at least in this game. I know that the 737 must have some kinds of other advantages that made it work in the actual market, because it is the best-selling, if I remember correctly, it's the best-selling big passenger plane in the world. 737. Yeah. DC Air, or UK, or some DC-8s. Mexico City. We can get more slots in Mexico City, even though we barely use the ones we got right now. Look at that. Kicking UK Air's butt in Europe. Don't have any flights, interregional flights in Egypt. Aussie not doing well in Southeast Asia. Or in Oceania. I feel bad for Aussie. They're not getting off the ground at all. We are beating UK Air North America this quarter. Wow, 6,000 passengers. That actually was much better than I was expecting. That's peachy keen, man. I'm okay with all that. UK Air sort of existed. They didn't seem to enter negotiations with anybody. Same thing with Aussie. Hey, our route to Beijing is making money again. We got 14 slots in Singapore. We got 14 slots in Chicago. flight to Lima is mostly full. The flight to Rio... See, the flight to Rio is only half full. But we're still making some money with it. That's cool. I'll dig that. And if somebody else comes into South America and starts trying to mess us around, still got the option of putting a flight in Santiago or really anywhere in the region. We'll leave those positions open. Alright. What I'm going to do right now is open up a flight between Tokyo and Singapore. I will not use the DC-10, I will use the A300. Because look, they're actually very similar. I mean, in seating capacity. Other than that, the mileage is significantly different, and the range is different. Anyways, this is... yeah, we can do this. Let's put 5 flights on. How much is the fare? We'll keep the fare at the normal rate for right now. We'll open the route and we'll see what happens. We'll see whether people from Japan want to take a vacation to Singapore. And we'll deafen ourselves with the jet engine noise. That's how we like to do. Okay. So, now I'm pretty sure that all those planes that I was going to use to, take that route out to, Chicago, they're no longer there. We no longer got those planes, so, we gotta figure out something else to do. We could use that DC-10, but for right now, I am going to put my spare 727 on this flight. A low pressure situation for this route. And if it fills up those flights, we can always go back and reevaluate and put an A300 on that route, trade out some slots somewhere or something, just to double check. I want to check every time and see whether or not LA is considering putting in any new... No. Of course, why should they? Of the 4 airlines that exist in the world, only 2 of them even fly to Los Angeles, so Los Angeles is a worthless airport. They are old and busted. Wait, 50,000. I have $50 million. With $50 million, I should be able to buy something in Tokyo to boost our numbers a little bit. Mary Jane, you are my favorite. You are Employee of the Month. For that, I let you go buy the museum in Tokyo. Yes. It'll take 3 months, and then in 6 months, we'll have more slots in Tokyo. And that's exciting. Because you know what? I still should establish a route between Tokyo and London, because there's money to be made there that I'm just not making right now. I mean, both of these cities apparently have enough slots for me to be able to do stuff with them. Do stuff with the slots. Oh, so naughty. Okay. Actually, come to think of it, why don't I go ahead and set up some more interregional flights? Go down to Oceania. Everybody's flying out of Sydney. Let's enter negotiations with Sydney. Oh, they're in the middle of expansions. And they have 151 slots total. And less than 100 of those are being used, so... yeah. We should be able to use them as an operating place for here. I know, I'm going against my own philosophy in Australia in this simulation, because these are really, really short flights that would be difficult to make any good amount of money off of. But the problem is, Dragon has already gotten their tender hooks into Oceania here. Pretty hardcore. And they are our #1 competitor in the world market. So, don't want to cut them any slack. Let's end the quarter. Dragon orders some 747s. See, Hong Kong and Guam. Really? Paris and Tehran. The airport expansion in Tunis has been completed. The airport expansion in Hong Kong. Man, look at all those interregional flights. Look at all those flights in Europe. Look at all those flights in Africa, none of which are mine. Let's not even look at the Middle East. Haha, Middle East. Take that. Wow, our totals for Southeast Asia didn't really change very much, so we just opened a new route there. I don't like that. Okay, North America, we seem to have, yeah, Dragon's out profiting us some more. I don't like it. Although we are carrying more passengers than they are. We're the world's #1 airline in terms of people carried. Not in number of destinations. Not in sales. Not in profits. But by some small metrics, you could call us the #1 airline in the world. We travel to more regions than anyone else, other than, well, okay, Dragon. Yeah. I travel the same number of regions as Dragon. They're just different ones. Next year, the Olympics will be held in Moscow. Do you believe in miracles? You should. Wow. When your route opens and it's already not profitable, like from the word go, that just makes me... that makes me unhappy. Let's go to Southeast Asia. Let's find out what's wrong. Let's see what we can do. Okay. The answer here, nobody friggin' wants to fly to Singapore, apparently. Yeah, let's change the flight. Actually, let's change the flight drastically. Let's take one of these planes off the route. Okay! Failure. Failure. I'm a failure. Maybe I should have gone with Kuala Lumpur after all. I suppose nothing's stopping me from entering negotiations with Kuala Lumpur right now. Well, actually, hang on a second. Let me come over here and go to Singapore. I don't want any more slots. I just want to look. Yeah, okay. For a minute there, I wanted to check and see whether or not there was any sort of like big problem that Mexico had with Singapore that I was just unaware of in the annals of international relations. Let's go to Malaysia. Alright, what's going on with the Beijing route here? We're close to breaking even, we're just not doing it. That sucks. Well, I guess we don't need a 727 on this. Whoa, no, do not close. Do not close. No, I do not want to close. Don't do that to me, game. Not Bangkok, not Singapore, not Hong Kong. Although that is depressing. I change this route to a 737. Then it would be fuller. It would at least appear to be a better route. It's not really, but anyhow. We're not filling all the seats anyway, for whatever reason. Actually, hold on, I should probably check that too. Mexico warring with China. No, they kind of don't have much to do with each other. They're sort of like, I don't know about you, and you don't know about me. Let me see what my agents are up to, actually. How much longer is it going to take to get that? Okay, airport slots in Sydney will take 6 months. It's good to know, good to know. And I believe, it's going to take 3 more months now for new slots in Tokyo to appear? Yes. Okay. So, what I could do with this turn, then... I know, I'm strangely addicted to these planes. Could get another 747. Or, no, you know what I'll do? No, I won't get another 747. I will use... the DC-10 I already have to open up this route. Oh, it's 6,000 miles. I can't actually do it. I need 747s for this route. Well, here I was going to try and save $1. We see how that goes. Yes, it is the best plane for long-haul flight. It's the best. So let's buy it. Let's buy our maximum of 1 plane. That's fine. You guys are charging me more for these planes than you used to, aren't you? I don't know either they are, actually. I know the prices of planes fluctuate depending on various factors, such as your relationship with the country the plane is produced in, how many planes you've already bought from them, what percentage of their fleet you have, or what percentage of your fleet is their particular type of plane. See, the Helsinki route is, yeah, it just works better as a 7-flight route. Oh boy. Next year the Olympics will be held in Moscow, so I should remember that. Hopefully I'll remember that. I believe, yeah, it's the Winter Olympics were in Moscow. I should try and remember that so that I can, like, maybe swap out an Airbus for that quarter, because travel should increase considerably. I don't have anything else for you other guys to do. We'll have to see whether or not purchasing that Arts Pavilion did anything good for us. Excuse me. UK Air, he bought some DC-9s. I let that message flash by too quickly, but I know that that was the message telling me that there are now slots available in the airport in Tokyo. Which is important. We need those slots. Gotta have them. You can never just sit on your hands and think, I can let slots pass me by in Tokyo. No, you can't, good sir. No, you can't. Again, not as profitable as Dragon, but pretty darn close. Didn't have as many sales. Transported more passengers. All that fun stuff. You guys enjoy looking at these charts, right? October 1979. Oh, this is the last quarter of 1979. Dragon ordered some stuff. And they're opening some routes. And in negotiations with London. So they're going to do a route from Paris to London to Paris. Granted, they will fill up all the flight, every seat they can put in those routes, I'm sure. But, not going to make any money doing that. Don't be silly. The 747-200 has arrived. Mysterious plane, mysterious plane, mysterious plane, mysterious plane. It's not that mysterious. There's no such thing as mysterious. Okay. Let's go to Southeast Asia. It's a fun place to be. Come on. Take me to Europe. Up. Using the arrow keys to select this stuff is apparently pretty difficult. We will use this kind. Well, let's see what the competition is. Look at that! I have a flight going from Hong Kong to Paris. It's 747, just like the one that we would put on it. They have the price jacked up. I suppose I should think about doing that. This is the type of plane I will use. That is the number of planes I will use. That is the number of flights. And this is the fare I'm going to go with. We're going to race, race, and race. Hell, yeah! Actually, we're not going to raise any hell. We'll keep things nice and civilized here. Also, I know you hate it. Well, I don't know whether you hate it. Whether you hate when I spend all my time babying North America. Wait, flight to London, it's 95. Flight to Tokyo, yeah, alright. Mexico City, that's full. That's cool. Washington, not. LA to New York, that's not the whole way full. Okay, that flight to Chicago is doing pretty well. Snidely, you never do anything. It's time to get you out in the field. What? That's right. We have the maximum number of slots. I've told you this many times, you buffoon! You ruffian! I know, I just like to check again and again and again to make you do the work. Send me to the Far East! Tell me we can get more than 6 slots total out of this expansion. The expansion took them, what, like almost 2 years? They've got to have built more than 6 more slots. Okay, anyway. Any curds and anyway. See what I did there? A little bit of humor for you folks. That's why I usually don't do jokes. I'm kidding, I do jokes all the time. I'm a funny guy. Funny guy. Alright. I did mean to look and see what the deal with the Tokyo to Singapore. That's just ridiculous. Why does no one want to go? Why is that flight a flop? Why is it a floppy flight? Flippin' floppy flights. Ferg! Oh, did I get those routes or those slots yet? No. Still have somebody negotiating. That's a negotiation. How many planes do I have in reserve? I have a DC-10 in reserve. That should be able to do this flight, right? 5560? I believe so. 5560. Yeah, that'll do it easy. What about, can I get you back to Mexico City? Take me back to Mexico City where there's no way 8,000 miles. There's no way you can fly directly home. Yeah. Okay. There you go, folks. One more interregional flight. Hopefully it will be immensely profitable, and we'll be able to just make money hand over fist over hand out of it. Ha ha ha. Take that, dragon. Hong Kong to Paris. Well, we got more interregional flights. Or interregional passengers, although we always do. I think that was a slightly larger amount than usual in the overall gap. But yeah, Middle East, whatever. Southeast Asia. This isn't going to change. It is going to be tough to dislodge Dragon from their #1 slot in Southeast Asia and in Oceania. Yes, folks, here it is. Here it is in all its glory. I made more profits than Dragon, and carried more people. I look like I'm winning, folks. but I'm not necessarily. Anyhow, folks, this is Let's Play Aerobiz Supersonic. This has been the year 1979, and next year we'll be moving on to a very special year, 1980. And I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye now.